Here is another woman who is crying and complaining about her decisions to become a baby mama with multiple baby daddies. Check it out.
I'm really just up because I need somebody to talk to. Like, this single mom shit is starting to get to me. Okay? It's starting to get to me.
I think she has multiple baby daddies. We'll find out here.
So I had to compose myself because I'm literally keep crying. Like, y'all, this shit is so hard. Every time I feel like I'm doing good, I go back. Okay. So boom. Okay. My kids' daycare, I just got school readiness, like assistance to help, right? So they helping me and then turn around, like, okay, before that, I ain't paid my rent. Like, my rent ain't even paid. It still ain't paid. And I was like asking my daycare, like, oh, basically, like, oh, can y'all work with me so I can pay my rent and I can pay y'all like next week? No, if y'all don't pay, they can't come or some shit. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. So I had no choice but to pay the care, or they couldn't go to school because guess why? Guess what? I have
Why?
to work. Okay, I make $20 and I'm raising 3 kids. So $20 for 4 people, $20 an hour for 4 people. That's not enough. Okay, it's not.
But you were young and turned. But he was cute. You had fun making those kids, every last one of them. You told him you wanted it raw, or he wanted it raw, and you let him take it. We're adults. We're having the real conversations. And you did it again and again. Despite other people telling you to slow down, you still did it. And now it's time to drink the coffee. The only people we can feel bad for here are those innocent children.
It's not enough. So the school's like, oh, you can either pay the 156 or they can't go. So I paid the 156, and now my rent late. So now I got to pay like $1,900 for my rent, right? Okay, so now I'm paying the rent late. I'm going to pay it Friday. And here they go with this New Year's registration fee or some bullshit like that. And keep in mind, I just paid the 156, so that's the weekly school registration that I pay with, like with the school readiness assistance. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so I get to their daycare this morning, and they're like, "Oh, did you know like you didn't pay the New Year renewal fee or some shit like that?" And I'm like, "Okay, well, how much is that, y'all?" $200 something for Rylan and then like 100 something. They're asking me next week to pay almost 400. No. It is $400 because 156 weekly. That's what I pay, and then they're asking me to pay over that. So 2 plus. That's almost that's 400 and something dollars that they asking me to pay next week. It's like $478.
Why?
And I was asking them, like, is there any way that I can make a payment plan? Because, babes, I can't afford that. If I'm on school readiness, why the think I can afford that, right? Okay, so boom. I'm asking, like, my 2 older kids, they have their dad. And then Rylan, my little one, has a dad. Their dad paid child support.
Good.
So I don't have to, worry about it. Like, I use his money strictly for the kids. Like, I put it straight towards her, her tuition and shit like that. It ain't no money. Like, it ain't no more. Like, it was only enough to pay for her shit. If I would have been, some shit, and I would have paid Rylan's on with their dad money, and I wouldn't have cared, but I can't because there's nothing. So I asked her dad, like, oh, can you help me? Like, can you help me? Y'all keep in mind this wanted the baby. Like, keep in mind this had my ovulation tracking his phone. Keep in mind this planned to get me pregnant. Like, he planned to get me pregnant, knowing I didn't want a 3rd child because I was already like, it was not hard, but it was going to be hard if I had another kid. Like, I knew I wouldn't be able to afford having 3 kids. And guess what?
What?
I had a 3rd kid.
What a surprise. What a surprise. Putting herself in the position of a victim. One question for you, ma'am. Where is your ring? Where's your ring? Where's the dot? Can we see can we see the dude? Who helped you select your husband? No? Nah. People don't want these topics to be addressed because it's too real. I know it's too real, but such is real life. Somewhere out there, a young woman is going to stumble on this video. She's going to say, that channel right there is highly triggering. But my goodness, I do remember this. And it's never going to be me. And good for that chick. And I'm sure it's happened.
Okay, y'all gonna be like, oh, you should use protection, blah, blah. I don't give a y'all opinions. Y'all not me. Y'all don't know the I live. I don't give a so I don't care.
And there you have it. There you have it. She just cursed everybody who could have spoken some life into her, given her some tips, helped her out. F everybody, you don't know me, F you, F you, F you. This is who we're supposed to sit here and feel bad for. As she comes on here with tears, crying about the decisions she's made to ruin her life and 3 innocent children. Can you see how it feels? If it feels difficult for people to look at this and find a sympathetic bone for her with this energy. Can you imagine the amount of people in her life who've tried to give her counsel and direction? And she's cursed them out just like that. Just like that. I
don't care. So I asked him for help, and he's asked every excuse. Y'all keep in mind, I was struggling last year. Like, it was like one point of last year I was struggling. I didn't get none of my taxes. The girl ran off. Like, the girl who's supposed to be my best friend, she took the money. I don't know if she took it or somebody took it, but I don't have it.
Friends with scammers. Friends with scammers.
And so I told him to file our daughter, because me and him was on good terms. Like, I thought we was. So I asked him, like, to file her. He like, okay, cool, this, that, and third. He files our daughter, y'all. Tell me why he files her. Months go by, and I'm not hearing nothing, like no money. Like, he's knowing I need it because I can't afford this apartment, because this apartment is like $1,700. And he like, oh, when I get it, I'm going to give it to you. It was like, he got back like almost $4,000 for her, y'all. He don't work.
So not only is she choosing men who don't want to marry her, she's picking pookies who maybe can't be employed because they have a criminal record, or they just decided, hey, I don't want to amount to anything in life.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
And don't forget, she cursed you out not too long ago.
So when the money came, he threw it up in my face and laughed and told me that he wasn't giving it to me and he used it for drugs. Like, he used it for money for himself and shit like that. Y'all, not one time last year, maybe one time, but he never helped for her daycare. He is a diaper and white dad. That's what type of he is. He's a diaper and white dad.
That's your man.
And y'all, I swear to God.
That's your man.
When me and him was together,
right,
when I just had my 2 kids, before his daughter came, they did everything. I'm talking about, he helped me with everything. Like, he helped pay for everything. Like, he told me, if they ain't got it, don't worry about it for them. Like, he used to literally pick my kids up when I used to be stressed out. And
with your car.
And take them places. Like, he literally used to do so much for my kids. He used to buy them everything and do everything. He even helped me with their birthday. So now all of a sudden, our daughter comes.
Just a bunch of bare minimums. Picking them up, help me with the birthday. What a dad, right? Listen, man, this is insane.
You don't got the same energy. You just wanted the baby so he could keep knowing me. Yeah. And it's so crazy because if I get a boyfriend, he'll go crazy. Like, he'll crash out, lose his mind. Like, he'll lose his mind. Like, how the like, I don't be liking that shit. He's a narcissist. He's like a big narcissist, bro. Like, He'll crash out if he can't follow me on Instagram. Like, he be crashing out about stupid shit. Like, I don't be that. Like, he literally only wanted the baby so he can know me for the rest of my life. But I'm over here struggling. So now the daycare is sitting right here telling me, basically, if I don't got that $400 by Monday, my daughter can't go to school. And
Now, hear that. Her daughter, now you're seeing the statistics play out right in front of your face. Her daughter now has a disadvantage. Boom. Okay, no education, not the ideal education that she could get because she's struggling. Most single moms struggle. She should play the video. Okay, if you want to listen to her, let's go.
told him that, and he's basically like, oh, well, find another job. Like, you could do it. The mamas always provide. You're a provider. It's gonna work out. You're gonna make a way through. Like, he be saying shit like that, like, oh, you're the mom. Like, you're gonna figure it out. You gotta figure it out. Like, that's how he's talking to me. You have to figure it out. Like, what the like, is this not our child? Is this not ours? Is this not the daughter that you wanted? Like, I'm sorry. Like, what? So I'm really like, I'm up. It's 12 o'clock. Like, at night, I can't sleep because I'm already stressed about the rent that I got to pay Friday on top of $500 that I don't have. Y'all, I already pawned. I have 4 necklaces. I already pawned 2 chains. And a pendant. I don't have it. Like, I don't want to keep pawning my jewelry, bro. Like, I just really want to be in a place where I can move. Like, I'm trying to move to somewhere cheaper, and I just don't have enough, like, that lump to move. Like, how the f- I'm gonna save if I'm behind in debt every single month? How the f- am I gonna save if I have to pay for daycare and pay for rent, pay for lights, and pay for everything by myself? I can't even save $5, y'all. I'm literally in the negative
Damn.
every single month. And people think, oh, like, Lex living so nice, Lex living so lavish. No, Lex is struggling. Lex is struggling. Like, real deal struggling. Like, this shit's no joke. Like, this shit's not a game. People be seeing me, oh, pretty face, pretty. That don't mean nothing. Pretty people struggle. What the I'm struggling. I make $20 an hour, and I'm 4 people. I'm $20 an hour, 4 people. You do the math. You tell me. Impossible. Like, and he just don't give a
All right. I know I kept that going longer than I probably should have. Let's read a few of these comments. Top comment here says, I have 3 kids too. Don't allow anybody to ever claim your kids. Can you take out a loan? Somebody else here says, 1, 2, 3 kids. Here's somebody else who says, why y'all be laying up and getting pregnant by bums? Hey, that's a good question, Brooke. Good question there. Way to ask the real question. Let's see. We know they love bums. Here's somebody else who says, it's not enough compassion in these comments for me. If you're raising a daughter in your life, this type of compassion that they're giving her online is not how reality will treat her. You want to prepare people for the real world, not TikTok, not social media, not the sisterhood. You want to prepare them for the real world. There are a lot of people out here preparing their sons, daughters for the wrong thing. She goes on to say, sending you so much love, mama. So she cursed out everybody. And this chick right here thinks that she should be shown grace. Here's somebody else who says, my own husband can't convince me to have another baby. I'm 2 and through because I know I can maintain 2 on my own. Not a soul can convince me to have more children. Having more than you can handle is on you. Here, let's see some responses. Me with my 1. Let's see. It's way too many options out here to prevent this. Here's somebody else who says, when they no longer have access to you, they will do anything to make things harder for you and struggle. He's not going to help because it somewhat benefits you. I can relate, and I'm sorry. Hey, listen, guys. Here's what they want. They don't want the truth. They don't want the coffee. They want this. They want more of this. They want more of this for your children, your future daughters, right? We're the toxic bunch over here that's saying, 2-parent family households, chill on the 304 business. Yes, we all make mistakes. Nobody's perfect, but the standard needs to be raised when it comes to expectations. Live in reality, not delusion. They are against all that. And my only question to them would be, are you having a good time? To my engaged and soon to be married men, make sure you head over to fathershaverights.com and get the #1 guide to drafting a solid and legally binding prenuptial agreement. And if you're a father or a husband, consider joining Brew Brothers. I'm going to be having a few guests in there to show fathers who, I believe the #1 thing they want is how they can better provide for their family, to give you different options via other people who are finding other ways to make money on the side, so on and so forth. Join Brew Brothers. Listen, I appreciate you guys. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.